Yo, 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 yo. What's the damn deal? Welcome to Texas Fan Battle Podcast. I'm your host for the night, Crenshaw. We got the entire crew here tonight. We swarming tonight, baby. It's going down. Game week. We pumped. But let me introduce y'all to the rest of the crew. We got my boy, Mr. 713 Ruben up in this bitch. Talk to him.
What's going on? I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Ain't nothing much more to talk about, Indy. We're
Man,
going to war. We're
going to
going to
war.
war in four
Going to
days.
war, baby. And then we got my boy, Mr. Bo Diggity. Talk to him.
Yo, y'all know the deal is, man. It's finally time. We here.
It's here. It's here. And we got my boy Kenneth, but he ain't no messenger. What's up? Talk to him.
Oh, come on, man. I thought we were swarming
That we
today.
was swarming.
I thought we were swarming. No.
It sound like you in
Raise
a
up a
pit
little bit
somewhere.
more.
You're
Raise it up.
underwater.
Raise
Yeah,
it up.
we'll come back to you. All right. And then we got my boy, Mr. A1 Day One up in this bitch. Talk to him.
We've been A1 since day one. We're ready for it. Before we jump off, though, 3 years ago, on September 8th, greatness was created
It
with
was.
my brother Crenshaw. So I got to say, hats off, Crenshaw. 3 strong years, and we were still going. And then we're going to keep going with the win on Sunday. So let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 3 strong years, like you said. All right, man. Let's jump off to NFL news. But see, I'm gonna do a little different today on the NFL news, bros, because I just want to talk about the things that affect the Texans. And this right here affect the Texans. Patrick Surtain, he got extended. 4 years, 90 something million, 77 million guarantee. Okay, now we know we got Stingley's coming up contract, and I don't know who's gonna get paid first, Sauce, McDuffie, Stingley, or whoever. But I want to start off with you, Ruben. What kind of contract you think Stingley deserved, and does Patrick deserve the contract Denver gave him?
I think with Patrick, yes, I think he did deserve the contract that he got. He is a lockdown guy, and he's someone that you do want to have for your future if you are the Denver Broncos. And with Derek Stingley, if he gives you a full 17 games, what he's going to give you is a Pro Bowl year, an All Pro year, a lockdown year, and you might have to give a little bit more than what Patrick Surtain got because what you know that you're going to get from Derek Stingley is elite lockdown coverage. And that's valuable in this modern day of the NFL with so many great wide receivers. It seems like every wide receiver is getting 1,000 yards at will. So corners are coming out of premium, especially elite cornerbacks like Derek Stingley is. And the only thing about Stingley is we just haven't seen a full 17 games. We know once that happens, it's elite, right? We saw it last year when he came back immediately, boom, interception, 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 interception. Derek Stingley's the type of cornerback that can change a game. And man, you might have to throw him the bread in. This is what you should start expecting, Houston Texans fans, because remember, General Manager Nick Caserio, he only works in 1 to 3 year increments. So these contracts, they come fast. So get ready.
All right. Speaking of come fast, we'll get to Bo. Y'all didn't catch my joke. Don't worry about it. Bo, I'm gonna get to you, bro. What do you think about the contract? You think Stingley deserves? We're gonna say right now he's projected to get $100 million, 25 million guaranteed. Do you think he deserved that?
You have to look at your depth chart. You have to see what you have in the DB room, cornerback room. So as of now, yes, he deserves it. I believe they're going to wait. We'll know more at the end of the season. Truth be told, he may get franchise tag depending on what they do. But I feel like because he is a lockdown corner, you're starting to see what you thought you had in potential. The reason why he was a third overall pick, he's showing that, and it's like, hey man, if he keeps playing like this, there's no question he gets that contract he deserves.
All right, now Kenan, I'm gonna ask you a different question. Now I heard lockdown from Ruben. I heard lockdown from Bo. Do you think Stingley's a lockdown? And if he is, what makes him a lockdown cornerback?
Yeah, we could hear you, but it sounds like you're underwater, bro.
All right, we gonna come back to you. Matt, same question.
What makes him a lockdown corner, man, is just the gameplay. Look what he did against the Broncos. That interception, Russell Wilson. It looked like it was wide open. It looked like it was a touchdown. And out of nowhere, here comes Derek Stingley with a pick to kind of help us seal that game. Just his gameplay makes him lockdown corner. You seen it, like Ruben said. You seen it at the end of when he came back. Quarterbacks noticed, oh shit, I can't throw it that way because if it's not getting picked, it's getting defended. So that was makes him a lockdown corner. And he's what? This is year 3, year 4. So he's just getting better. So there's nothing but improve. And yeah, I'm not taking nothing from Steven Nelson, what he did the last couple of years, but he's old. He's kind of, you can tell Father Time has hit that age. But now you got a guy like Kamari on the other side that looks like he's a dog. Looks like he's a lockdown corner too. Man, it's going to help him even more. And then have a safety like Kevin Bullock. He's going to have a great year, and it's going to hurt our bank account big time.
Okay, all right. I like
and
that.
I had a question for you, Crenshaw, before we move on.
Buck.
Who gets paid first, Sauce or Sting?
Well, technically, Sting and McDuffie should get paid first, and Sauce should get paid last because he has more accomplishments. In my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, yes. So it should be.
So
Sauce
resets the market.
He should recess the market. So McDuffie and Stingley should be next, and then Sauce.
Okay,
I like that.
Okay, so on.
Well, hold on before you go on. I hope Stingley gets paid before Sauce because I think with Sauce being in that New York market, he's going to get paid way more than he's valued. I mean, he's valued a lot, but he's going to pay a lot more because of that market.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have another All Pro season, that's 3 in a row. Has that ever been done in history? 3 All Pro seasons? Anybody know? Cornerback?
No, I'm not sure.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, well, he's gonna work the money then. All right.
Okay. Well, Ruben, before we leave, I want to ask Ruben a question.
Talk to him.
Would it be wrong when they consider to throw in injury incentives? Like you have to play a certain amount of games. Is it wrong for him to come on and say, "Hey, Sting, you are deserving of this money, but you have to play blah blah blah. You have to play these number of games to get this extra payday"?
I just think we have to remember who Derek Stingley just signed as his agent, and that's David Mulugheta. And what does he do? That's get his people paid. So, Nick could throw that out there, but I don't think Derek Stingley and, DM are going to, want to hear any of that. They're going to say, what I could do on the field. Yep. You're going to have to pay me like I'm one of the top guys in the NFL. And, as of right now, Derek Stingley's healthy, right? At this point last year, we had found out that we lost him for the first couple of weeks of the season due to hamstring injury. So, like I said, if it's that full 17 games, it's going to be real interesting to see, how much Derek Stingley gets paid. And then knowing he has David Mulugheta, who is just known for just breaking records every time one of his guys gets paid.
Yeah,
okay, I love it.
This season is the deciding factor, right? Like if he plays all 17 games, there's no way that Nick Casario could throw that in there. But if he did what he has the last couple of years, miss more than 7 games. I mean, there is a little, hey, look,
Basically, what it is, Matt, it could get ugly if that happens. And just like Ruben said,
knock on wood, wood. We do not want Derek Stingley to get healthy.
Yes, it can get ugly on the contract.
Yeah, we need him healthy.
Yeah, so we hope everything's good, Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everything's good. Okay, so we're gonna go on to Trent Williams, man, because Trent Williams' contract affects us as well. Because Larry Tunsil, he sees him, his eyes get big, he wants some more skinny leg jeans. So Trent Williams got an extension, 3 years, $82.86 million. Now, I'm gonna kick it off back to you, Ruben. If Larry Tunsil have another Larry Tunsil season, is he worth the extension here, or you think we'll be better off without him?
Look, I would love to say he is worth the extension because he is worth the extension. I'm one of the ones that believe Larry Tunsil is a top 3 left tackle in the game. But here's the thing. You can't pay everyone. And you know that if CJ Stroud keeps this up, you're going to have to pay him down the line. You're going to have to pay Christian Harris pretty soon. You're going to have to pay, Jalen Petrie pretty soon. You're going to have to pay a lot of these other guys because you're in that 1 to year 3 increments. And if you notice, every time one of these tackles get a deal, Laramie Tunsil, what does he do? He drops some eye emojis on Twitter, knowing that the market is going to increase and increase and increase. Like, tackles come at a premium. When you have a franchise quarterback like CJ Stroud, would I be surprised if the Houston Texans offered LT, a big deal? No. And like Johnny just said, he just turned 30. We've seen left tackles last to 35, 36, 37 plus years. So I would not it's going to be real interesting to see, especially knowing that you drafted Blake Fisher in this, in the second round. And, he could play on both sides, right and left, but you got to worry about, Titus Howard. So, Fisher's going to replace one of those guys. But when it comes to Laramie, I'm on the fence, man. I'm not going to give my decision just yet, because I would hate to see life without Laramie Tunsil, and, I remember what it was like seeing every Houston Texans quarterback just on their back consistently. And we have two of the top 10 most sacked quarterbacks of all time. Well, it's actually three, because David Carr's on there twice, but it's him and Deshaun Watson. And, man, I do not want to see CJ Stroud behind that. But, we've seen him, have a 0 sack performance against the Steelers, and there was no LT in Titus Howard. It's going to be real fun to see.
I think y'all being modest. Y'all know good and well Laramie Tunsil not going anywhere. If there's anybody Fisher is replacing, you know who it is. I ain't got to say his name. You know what tackle he will replace.
For sure.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So Bo, keep elaborating on that right there. Keep elaborating on that, because Ruben said he's on the 1 yard line. Like when the Titans lost the Super Bowl on the 1 yard line. So talk to us, man. Give us some more insight on that.
I just believe that Titus Howard's injuries. I don't know. I feel like when it comes down to it, and it's time for Howard to get a new contract, I believe wholeheartedly, like I said, depending on what Fisher does, if they really believe in Fisher, they will allow Howard to walk. That's just me personally. I don't see how you let Laramie Tunsil.
He's a free agent after this year, right? And so 80 says we're trading Tunsil. It's inevitable. I don't know.
Yeah, trading Tunsil. You have to. I mean, hey, we traded for him. So if we traded for him and we can let go with 2 first rounders, right? What was it? It was something crazy.
Yeah.
2
first
rounders.
I believe he's still worth 2 first rounders, because it's not that many great left tackles in the league right now, in my opinion.
All right. So Matt, if they trade Tunsil, what kind of equity you need back?
I mean, nobody's dumb as Bill O'Brien, so I don't think we're getting 2 first. So I mean, hopefully you get a first, right? But like, I can't remember who said it, but he's 30 years old. Father Time's undefeated, so his value is kind of going downhill. But
I would disagree. How old is Trent Williams? Trent Williams is almost fucking 40.
Trent Williams 36, and he's still
but
prime.
but Trent Williams is a different breed, though.
Bro, Laramie's a tier below Trent Williams. What are we talking about? Like Laramie is one of the best left tackles in the NFL. He plays every single. Oh, I'm sorry. Last year he missed the first start of the season, but what you could expect when you're out there is damn good pass protection. AD says 2 first and some change.
When I see him, I'm happy. When I see him out there, I'm happy. Granted, no one loves the false starts, but
I agree with you, Ruben. Like he is up there, but he, like Crenshaw says every time he gets paid, he misses some games. He missed some last year. He missed some years before that, and let's not forget, he is the false start king. So I mean, people are gonna look. I don't want to trade him.
He's too drippy, man. You don't see the fit.
All right. At the end of the day, I say you still gotta live and die with Tunsil. So whatever the fuck he wants, we just give it to him.
Yeah, I want to.
That's how I look at it.
Because like Ruben said, he missed what was it? The first 4 games, Ruben? 4 games. Yeah. Okay, the first 2 games. How many sacks did we give up? 11. We were like, oh shit, here comes the David Carr era again. We were scared shitless. So yeah, we have, like Ruben said at the beginning, we got to protect him. Like no point about it. Like he's the franchise. I don't care if you keep him and Howard and make Fisher the swing tackle, whoever goes down. Like
Nah,
he
I think there's a plan
yeah,
for Fisher. And
yeah.
and like Bo said, I think that he replaces Titus Howard, but it would not surprise me if Blake Fisher would line up soon or in the future at left tackle for the Houston Texans.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so let's keep going with the Texans news, guys. We got captains. We got captains now.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna start off with you, Bo. What name surprised you on this list?
Oh man, you know what's funny? It shouldn't surprise me, but it did. I thought Diggs to me was a surprise, and I know they're probably like, what? Why would that be a surprise? I just thought that first year guy, he doesn't have more than a year contract here, but that just goes to show you what impact he had in that little amount of time he's been here. But yeah, I was surprised to see Diggs there.
Diggs, Ruben, who surprised you on this list?
I was very surprised to see Jimmy Ward. I would have, loved to see given to someone like Derek Stingley. With Jimmy Ward, he was a captain last year, and unfortunately, he was just cheering him off for, us from the sideline. And what Jimmy, I'm gonna get that energy regardless, right, on and off the field, whether he's a captain or not. That's just the type of player he is. It does not surprise me that Jimmy Ward was a captain once again for the Houston Texans, but I would have loved to see it go to someone else. Everyone else is no doubt, 100%. Even Stephon Diggs, as soon as you saw him working out after with John Mechie, another younger wide receivers, you were like, okay, this is a captain. And yes, man, shout out to my boy Texans Empire. They do a fantastic job. We're gonna be hopping on with them pretty soon. But it was Ward for me. It was Ward.
All right, Briggs, talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say it kind of is Ward, right? Like, I mean, that's kind of he hasn't played very much last year. He was kind of the guy like, but I get it that he's a D'Amico guy, but I would like to see, like Ruben said, either Stingley or I'll double down and say Hunter. Like, I mean, Hunter is that type of guy, right? He's been a captain everywhere he's been, so I'm kind of surprised I didn't get to him, but hey, at the end of the day, I trust D'Amico what he's doing, what he knows. So I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's Ward for me as well. I was surprised by him because he hasn't done shit since he's been here. So
Oh.
I'm just saying, I was keeping it 100. It's 100.
I think it makes sense, but at the end of the day, we all know Ward is D'Amico's guy.
He's a D'Amico guy. Yeah, he's a D'Amico
Aziz
guy.
is D'Amico's guy.
Exactly.
So it's like you had to pick one. I don't think they'll give it to Petrie. I feel like Petrie had it last year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's not going to get it just because I guess they're trying to figure out their relationship, what's going on there. But I think Sting would have got it, but he's not a talker. He's not that much of a rah-rah type guy. He just go out there, he does his job. It's very, I don't want to say he's quiet, but he just button up, do his job, and that's it. But like you said, Jimmy Ward's gonna bring the energy. He's in the middle of the huddle every game. He's getting fired up. He's D'Amico's guy. It's perfect storm to be a captain.
All right.
Before
Okay.
we move on, I want to give a shout out to Hawaii Texans fans. We got fans everywhere.
Dude,
so.
I want to. Yeah, man. I heard that like Texans is like the number one fan. Team down there. Because our boy Kaimi.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
Hell yeah, that's
Shout
dope.
out to them.
Okay. Kenny, is your volume working now?
Can y'all hear me?
Hey,
we got him. We got him.
All right, because I saved this next one particularly for you, so I'm glad you're back.
I know
All
that
right.
way you going.
You already know where I'm
What's
going.
going on?
dude, I
You
want to
already
go to
know where I'm
Hawaii.
going. All right. Davis Compton Mills got extended. So, Kenneth, talk to me. I know wherever you was at in the world today, did you jump up? You did a backflip? You did a cartwheel? I mean, how was you when you heard this news today, bro? Talk to me, man.
I was happy that happened, but it's 1 year extension. Like you said multiple times, you think he's gonna end up wherever Bobby goes. So I think that's just an extension. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know Case is not the backup, so we ain't worrying about Case for the rest of the year, and not gonna extend him for next year either. So yeah, I'm happy Mills got his 5 million, not much. Backup quarterback, definitely happy he's CJ backup quarterback.
$5 million. That's a nice little hit, nice little piece of change. All right, Ruben, what did you feel about this contract extension, bro? Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like he could have got more. He could have waited and got more, but it's something that he likes here, man. Something he likes here. Talk to me, Ruben.
I actually like this, and Davis Mills has a special place in my heart. I went from talking about him being a potential starting quarterback for us to, now him being the backup for the Houston Texans. I would not mind Davis Mills being the long-term backup for this Houston Texans team. He's in another year of this Bobby Slowick system, so I think he is the perfect backup for this guy. I would actually trust if he had to come in, and take a couple of snaps. He's going to be starting week 18 when the Houston Texans are resting all their starters because we've clinched the high spot in the AFC. But, shout out to Davis Mills, shout out to Mama Mills. And you know who else we have to shout out? We have to shout out Mills Mafia. They survived another year. And I like what Kenneth said, following Bobby Slowick, right? So here through the 2025 season, shout out to Money Mills. Like Crenshaw said, he probably could have got more, in the offseason. So he's the backup here. I like that. Shout out to him.
All right, shout out to Mills Mafia. Like you said, y'all survive. I know. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna survive this long, but hey, we here, man. So, like AD says, like a cockroach, he won't die. He won't die, man. No matter of fact, he's the flying cockroaches. I don't know if y'all remember them flying.
Dude, I see that. I start screaming. I
All
want
right.
none of that.
All right, man. Let's go off to the game this week, bro. Texas 2.5 favorites over the Colts. The Colts ain't won a season opener in 10 years, bro, and we want that streak to continue. Okay, now
I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Don't even bring that shit up, dude. No
hey,
curses, none of that. I don't want to hear
but
that.
it's gonna. They talk about it. They talk about it this whole week. It's been coming up, man. It's been coming up. All right, Ruben, give me the keys to victory.
Keys to victory: one, make Anthony Richardson a quarterback. We know how special he can be on the ground. Him throwing the football during the preseason, it was up and down, and you could say it did not impress you at all. So for the Houston Texans, the key is to make him be a quarterback, stop the run. You have three new starters on the defensive line: Lorenzo Fatukasi, Mario Edwards Jr., Daniel Hunter. And then it does sound like Will Anderson Jr. is going to play. So the Colts are playing, kind of an entirely new Houston Texans defensive line. I know my boy Matt's up there stressing, man, but don't worry, dude. We'll take it, we'll take it from here. Stop the run. It's easier said than done when you have one of the best running backs opposite of you in Jonathan Taylor. So it will be a tough task for the Houston Texans. I don't think they're going to completely shut out JT, but they're not going to run for 150 yards on us. And, I really think this is, a game where the Houston Texans defense will be talked about after for, the way they played. And you're going to see, hear people say, we've been excited about the offense, but look at what the defense did. So make him a quarterback, stop the run. Those are some of my keys to the game.
All right, so Bo. All right, I'm gonna ask you this question. So AR, I believe this Sunday is his 17th career start since high school.
Bro,
Since high school. Last year, last game, JT damn near single-handedly beat us. If he was in the last play, I believe they would have beat us because he wouldn't have dropped that damn ball. Who are you more scared of, JT or Anthony Richardson? This for you both.
I'm more afraid of JT, honestly. The reason I'm gonna say that is just because our linebackers, man. I need them to
The
finish
proof is in
plays,
the pudding,
wrap
right?
up.
Like he destroys us
Yeah,
single-handedly
like
all the time. Pause.
finish the tackles. Don't arm tackle that man. Make sure you're in the right gaps. Play sound defensive football and work as a team and swarm to the ball. That's why I'm more afraid of JT than Anthony Richardson. It's like Ruben said, if you make Anthony Richardson stay in the pocket and throw the ball, you can win that game. That's basically what you got to do. Spy him, keep him in the pocket, make him throw the ball, make him read the defense, which he doesn't want to do. He wants to go to his first read, make him read the defense, play sound defensive ball, and just wrap up JT. Just don't arm tackle him, finish the plays, and I feel like you win the game.
All right. Now, Matt, earlier today, CJ say this year he want to start fast. So how can we start fast this year?
Ooh.
Get the run game going. Like you got Mixon for a reason, right? Get him involved. Get the run game going. Get the screens going. Like get Mixon in the game so that way it takes pressure off of CJ Stroud. Look, I love CJ Stroud. I love that we can trust in him throwing the ball 80,000 times a game and come up with a victory. But we can't be letting that happen. You got to get the run game going. We got to let some pressure off. And of course, we brought Diggs in for a reason. We just gotta let him just destroy it. So that is the way we get the speed going. And kind of back up what Bo says, the way we stop it is Hunter. People forget he came in second last year with tackles for loss. Like that, Jonathan Grenard was good as a Texan, but he was nothing compared to Hunter. I hate that Harris is gone, but with Will Anderson playing and Hunter playing, like I think we can get the rushing game down to a minimum. And let's not sleep on Khalil Davis. So yeah, I'm scared of Taylor, but I'm more positive than I was last year. So let's get it going.
Man, I think I think Jalen Petrie is, a big part of this game, and someone that
Absolutely.
not a lot of people are talking to, because he is going to be one of those linebackers out there, right? That star guy, that nickel guy, and what you want to see is him closer to the line of scrimmage, him being that torpedo that he was at Baylor, and he looked good when he was doing it in the preseason, right? Against the Giants, it was a pick six, and then he blew up a run play for -5 yards. When you have a running back like JT, and when you have a running quarterback like Anthony Richardson, it's best to put them in second and long, third and long situations. So I think Jalen Petrie is going to be, a real key to this game. And, if he balls out, dude, it's going to be looking good for this defense.
Looking good. Kenneth,
Yes, sir.
say something. Let me hear you. Say
Can you hear
something.
me?
Yeah, you can hear you.
Some.
I can hear you. All right, something. There we go. Kenneth, how much do you trust Kenyon Green and Titus Howard this Sunday?
That's a hard question. I think I trust Titus to an extent, but at the same time, since the aura, like everything is different right now. You know what I'm saying? We got high expectations. The team know it, the franchise know it, the fans know it. So it's kind of like, all right, Titus, like we need you to take it up a notch. We need you to give a little bit more effort, especially in the run game. We know he's good in the pass. You know what I'm saying? Pass pro. But that run game, he got to be a little bit more dog. He got to, you know what I'm saying, put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? I know he definitely injury prone, proved to be injury prone, but at the end of the day, I think he can take that next step we need him to take. And as far as Ken, like, I don't think it may be a little pressure on him, but I don't think he should have that much pressure. Like, I feel like he's been taking the right steps this whole training camp. He hasn't looked that bad. Of course, like certain areas, he got to get better, but at the same time, he didn't have his left tackle, you know what I'm saying, Laramie Tunsil next to him. So maybe that can be the reason why he looked the way he looked a little bit at times in the preseason. But at the end of the day, I think Kenyon going to take that next step. We know he's great in the run game. And we definitely gonna need him for that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna need that because we do need the run game to go like Matt said. So yeah, I think overall Titus, I'll give him, I think he's gonna have like a C plus, maybe B type of season. And I think Kenyon will have like a C plus or maybe C minus type of season.
Okay, so if the O line is as advertised, Bo, does CJ touch the ground?
Does CJ touch the ground?
Yes, like basically a sack. Basically a sack.
Yeah, you got Buckner, you got the Latu kid, you got Zaire and EJ rated foaming at the mouth apparently because they've been waiting for this for a long
Talking
time.
a lot of shit.
They scheme up a lot of good blitzes, and it's sometimes I don't know why. Because if you watched the game last year, the game before the playoffs, we always don't account for the blitzer on the end. I don't know why. I don't know what they be telling each other on the offensive line. I don't know if they don't be talking and communicating, but it's always somebody free blitzing on the edge. So he may get sacked 1 or 2 times just because offensive line doesn't communicate. They have to do a better job. If they don't do a better job of communicating, where they say, "Hey, it's going to be stunts. Hey, it's hot route right there. It's blitzing coming. Tunsil, I'm kicking out this way. Hey, Kenyon, make sure you get my guy." They have to communicate, because if not, it's going to be a long day dealing with Buckner and them boys. So
Crenshaw, to answer your question, if this offensive line is as advertised, then no, CJ is not going to touch his back.
Okay.
When you have an offensive line that didn't play one game together last year, and it's crazy, it's going to be the first time all these 5 are going to play a snap together. If it is as advertised, then this is going to be one of the best out there. You saw, no Laramie, no Titus, no Kenyon, no Scruggs, and they put up a 0 sack performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But I think that's more so of CJ getting the ball out fast. That's more so of Bobby.
But the question that was asked was if this offensive line is as advertised, which is Laramie Tunsil, Kenyon Green, Juice Scruggs, Shaq Mason, Titus Howard, is CJ Stroud going to touch the ground? Now, I'm not saying
this isn't the Hall of Fame offensive line. Yes, twice. They're advertised as a B-
offensive line.
This isn't an A+ offensive line. If it was, I wouldn't care about Kenyon Green. If it was, I would worry about Titus Howard having injury prone. So this is not a Hall of Fame line. He's going to the ground 2 times.
Who has the better pass rush? The Colts or the Steelers?
Definitely the Colts.
Oh my God.
Really?
Oh my God. The Colts have a better pass rush than TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith? Are you serious?
Talk to us in the comments.
Are you serious?
They didn't play TJ Watt or Henry or the other guy. What's up, boy named Highsmith? If you talk about the preseason game,
they
right,
played
exactly,
week 4, bro. They played
those guys
week
weren't the starters.
They played week 4.
The starters.
Yes, starters. Steelers are better, but what they saw in the preseason, that's not what you'll see in the real season.
Well, right. I'm talking about last year.
What are we talking about?
But
so you
what I'm saying is you're right. But you were right.
Bo just said that the Colts defensive line is better than the Steelers. That's what he said.
I think you're speaking of the preseason Steelers defensive line.
No.
You talking about last year's?
Last year's.
They were shilling themselves. They didn't care about that season.
But see,
oh my God,
you're right. But I agree with you that the Steelers had a lot. The Steelers game had a lot to do with Bobby Slowick. Okay, that's the same thing this year, but now he has more offensive weapons to come to the line. So
y'all telling me right now. So y'all telling me right now he won't get sacked now one time.
That's not what the question was, Bo.
That's what you're telling me.
That's not what the question was. That's not what Crenshaw asked.
If the offensive line is as advertised, okay, time out. What are we advertising this offensive line as? You go first, Ruben. What do you grade this offensive line?
Dude, I grade his offensive line as like one of the top when healthy. And that's the thing. We haven't seen them healthy. So as advertised, I would think CJ Stroud, who, like you mentioned, gets the ball out quick with no offensive lineman. When he has his offensive lineman in there, here's starters. I think it's going to be night and day. It's going to be hard for them to get to the quarterback. You already seen CJ Stroud. You already seen CJ Stroud congratulating the offensive line for not, for them not touching them at all. And we haven't even seen it without Laramie Tunsil and Titus Howard. We haven't seen it yet, Bo.
But is that more so of CJ getting the ball out fast, or is his offensive line just amazing? Can his offensive line hold it for 5 seconds?
We haven't seen it, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is the first time they played a game together in 2 years. What are you not understanding by that?
I hear you, and that's what I'm saying.
No, you don't.
No. Because they haven't played together in 2 years, how can you say they're going to be great?
Crenshaw said if they live up to as advertised, which is what the question was, Bo.
I don't know what as advertised is, Ruben.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on then.
All right, let's move on. I like the back and forth. I like the back and forth. It's good. All right. So
let's clip that part where he says the Colts D-line is better than the Steelers, man, because none of the comments agree with that whatsoever.
It's not so much the D-line, it's the way they scheme and they blitz. They're going to get to CJ better than the Steelers did. We saw that last year.
You may have a point there.
We definitely gonna see.
As far as the deal, I see what you're saying though. The coach is very creative in getting to the quarterback. They load the blitz cornerbacks. They love to blitz the linebackers. I get that. But as far as D line, I'm
You
more
talking about
worried about the
okay? If
Steelers
we say in the front
than I
four, of
am the
course,
Colts D line.
Steelers, no brainer. But I'm saying
Yeah.
if getting to CJ, the Colts do better getting to CJ.
Here's the thing though, and this more deep because at the end of the day, like the D line does dictate how the back end is going to be, and the Steelers back end they really just got Fitzpatrick. The rest of them dudes is, you know what I'm
So,
saying. So at the
so
end of
for
the
that, can
day,
you ask me?
I can see kind of similar situation when it comes to the Colts, even though they can be creative, but at the same time, it's more weapons. We're gonna be fully healthy. So, you know what I'm saying? It's looking good. Nobody got no nicks or nothing like that. The whole O line, the starting O line is gonna be there week one, unlike last year. So, and you know what I'm saying, unlike week two as well. So we're gonna see the Colts with our O line and even the last game last year, going into before the playoffs, we weren't fully
You
healthy.
saying
So
that co-host.
so I don't know. We're gonna see. We do gotta see. We do gotta see.
All right. Okay. All right. So I got one for you guys. Okay, so I looked at the depth chart and we got Cam Akers as running back 4. Casario said that Pierce was dealing with some off the field issues last year, but doesn't justify how ass he has been. So, do you guys believe he should be running back 2 or Cam Akers is right at running back 4? I'm gonna start off with you, Mr. Ruben.
No, I think he has to be backup running back. I think what he showed you since he's been here is that he can make plays. And once again, this is someone coming off of a torn Achilles, and he looks this good. And with Damian Pierce, it looked the exact same as last year. And I'm tired of seeing this 1 yard, this 2 yard, this no yard gain. Akers is the backup running back. I think this conversation needs to be put to bed. I would be kind of upset if Joe Mixon comes off the field and the first running back to come on is Damian Pierce. And I'm a big Damian Pierce fan. I hope he figures it out. But what D'Amico Ryans told his young guys is, I'm not waiting for you. And I'm having that motto for the rest of the team. I'm not waiting for you, Damian Pierce, to figure it out. If Cam Akers could come in and cut off a dime and understand this blocking scheme, and which he looked like he did all preseason, then I'm gonna have to go with the hot hand here. It's nothing to DP, but you have to go with the hot hand.
All right, Kenneth, what you think?
Bruh. I was so frustrated when I saw that and yesterday, and I was just like, man, this can't be so. Like, I know the depth chart is never. Sometimes it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying when it comes to running backs or like as far as like the lineup. But then when I saw them going through drills, and I see, you know what I'm saying, Joe, then I see DP, and then I see 33, the backup kicker, and then I see Akers. And I'm just like, yo, what are we doing? Like, I understand it was preseason, but at the end of the day, this man can make things shake even if the O line don't do what they supposed to do. He can make things shake. Like it's like I don't know what's going on. Like you said, Crenshaw, maybe DB got he got something on
He got
either
some on him. He got some hair on
D'Amico
him.
or he got something on Nick. I don't know what it is, but it's a no-brainer. This is just not his scheme. Now again, you want to still try to work him in there. I get that, but at the end of the day, if like Ruben said, if Joe go off the field and the first person coming on the field is DP,
I'm gonna
when
be
he's
pissed,
walking
bro.
off, bruh, like we already went. Go back to last year. We forced this man to be a running back 1 for how many weeks, and then they finally realized probably week 6 or week 7 that Devin
Larry has it right.
Singletary, you know what I'm saying? Devin Singletary is running back 1. Like it took them long enough just to figure that out. Like I get it. He had a good rookie season, but it was a different type of scheme. So I mean, we know what Devin did in Buffalo. I'm not saying he was just great, but he's a good running back and get you good production. So it took them a while to even understand that Devin was running back 1 and Pierce is behind him. But now we finna go through them forcing him to be running back 2. I don't know, man. I'm trying not to get too much into it. I just hope it don't mess up our flow. Like don't bring that man in and then mess up our flow.
I got it.
Crenshaw, Larry's right.
Yeah.
That tweet is 100% correct. I think D'Amico might try to force feed us Damian Pierce the first couple of weeks to be like, you see, I
Kinda like
told
he did
you,
last
you know, like he just needs to be behind the offensive line. I'll buy that, but that leash has to be short, man, because you know, if he comes off the field after a 1 yard game and I see Cam Akers on a on a 3rd and 12, take it for 8 yards, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah, because I mean, we get it. It's preseason. I totally understand. You can't take a lot of that in for account. But Cam Akers did more with a lesser offensive line than Damian Pierce did. Damian Pierce was with first and second string offensive line. Akers wasn't. And he was still getting 1.7, guys, 1.7 yards per carry. Like, how can you – and that's preseason. Like, when is it going to click?
Bro,
Like,
compare this preseason to his first one. He only needed one rush to make us realize, yep, that's our guy.
right.
That's our starting running back.
Yeah. And now it's just going backwards. I mean, I don't know if Nick's right. He has off the field stuff going on. Maybe it still affects him, but he got to figure it out. And like Ruben said, 110%, that leash has to be short. Like it cannot be no more than 2 games. Like it, I don't want it to be 2 downs. Like
I don't
Ruben
either,
said.
bro. I mean, I'll
1
give you
yard
a goal
carry,
line. I'll give you a 3rd and short, but
first time he goes out there and he gets 1 yard, his ass is on the bench.
done.
Akers is going in. Like it has to be. It has to be.
Okay. All right. So, Bo, since this is Mitch's first, live game with us, how much of a workload are you expecting from him?
You know what? Not much. I think they're going to attack the air more than run the ball this game. If I had to give it maybe percentage wise, Mixon might be. Is this a lot? 15%? That's not a lot, right? 15% offense. I feel like that won't be a lot. 15 to 20% pass and running. 20 sounds like a lot now. Yeah, 15.
I don't think he's
15%.
gonna. They saying I saw that tweet that they saying they're gonna put a lot of workload on him, but I don't see that happening. There's no need for that. Just keep the balance. Yeah,
It's gonna be heavy passing. Heavy passing.
I would say he gets maybe, let's say 15 to 19 rushes on Sunday, but he gets like, let's say 4 to 5 targets through the air, then that's 100% what I should expect from Joe Mixon. And I think something like his pass catching ability would probably hinder, some rushing attempts. That's why Bo said, 15%, 20%. But dude, I'm actually excited for Joe Mixon, man. And, I've been saying this, that we haven't seen the full, potential of the offense because of lack of running game that we have. So, for me, I personally just want to see Joe Mixon have a good one. But, if we're being honest, it might just be aired out because when you look at the Colts defense, you see 3 returning starters. Their best cornerback is a nickel guy. So that has nothing to do with your outside. Nico had 195, on them without Tank, without Stephon. So it might be an air raid out.
Right.
Okay. All right. So last one here. We're pretty much healthy. We got one guy out, Eric Murray. This is the healthiest we've been in a long, long time. So give me your predictions, Kenneth.
So my prediction is, I think we're gonna start off a little slow, but then I think defense gonna be the one to make. I think defense gonna be the one to make the play to get everything amped up, and then offense gonna take off from there. Because I feel like we gonna with the offense. I feel like we're gonna try to like kind of figure out, what the coach trying to do first, and then we're gonna go at them. Like I said, I think defense gonna be the one to like really make the play to just make us, go up from there.
What's the score?
The score. So man. I'm gonna go 31-17. Texans.
31-17 Texans.
Ooh, I have I'm 30-20.
30-20. 30-20.
Yeah, I'm 30-20.
Okay. All right. Bo and Little Bo, what's the score? Are you on mute? Matt.
I'm gonna say 27 Texans, 17 Colts.
27-17 Colts. Matt, what you got with the score?
Man, I hope the game goes y'all's ways, not my way. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I'm gonna say 34-31.
Dude,
God
what?
damn,
How is it a
34-31.
shootout? Now, is it because of AR's arm, or
No.
is it
I think
Is
like
Matt
it
just
here's
like
is
the
it
thing,
turnovers?
bro.
It's the running game.
He can't throw the football right now. Now maybe he figures it out, as the season goes on. But when I found out today that this is his 17th football game since high school,
High school.
like, come on, bro. Like, he hasn't
Well,
gone against a
knowing
schematic
that,
defense since last year, week 2.
knowing Anthony Richardson, he's probably gonna get hurt in the 6th play, and then Joe Flacco's gonna come and just air out on us again, like he did in Cleveland. So I mean, that's a possibility. But it's week 1, fellas. Like at the end of the day, we don't know nothing. We won't know what any team is until about week 5. So anything can happen. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna be a close shootout because we've been here before. The
I'm
Colts,
gonna keep it a buck. If it's a shootout, what you saying right now? Joe Flacco better come in the game. Because if Anthony Richardson come out there airing it out,
they better have Vegas odds because it's bound to happen, right? Like I mean,
No, I think we're 3-point favorites, man. So
no,
like,
I'm talking about Flacco coming in. There's got to be odds because I mean it's history. Like I hope the best for the dude, but the history shows it, man. He just can't stay healthy. So I think we will see Joe Flacco Sunday.
All right.
That'd be
Well,
crazy.
I got the score 30-17 Texans. I feel like if it's like I said, if it's a shootout, I'm gonna be pissed off because there's no way in hell it should be a shootout in this game right here. But Joe Flacco has done some strange things. So we're gonna end the show like that, fellas. Ruben, tell the folks where they can find you at.
hey, man, just find me at 713 Houston Sportcast. We're trying to get to 13 subscribers by week 1. We're a bit away, but a small push might get us there. And then this Sunday, we will be live streaming the game here at the crib. It's going to be me and the boys cracking a few back, having some great times. And make sure you catch me after on the postgame on Bleach Report. Man, football's here, boys. Let's freaking go. I can't wait.
All right, bro. Have a good one. All right, Kenneth, tell the folks where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me on Twitter at Messenger_Keno, YouTube and Instagram, Kenneth the Messenger. And y'all continue to support the Texans Fan Battle podcast. Y'all, it's football season. This game week, man, it's excitement up. It's up, man. And we going up with the excitement, and we gonna make it rock this year.
Gonna make it rock. Bo Diggity, talk to me.
The only thing I want to see on Sunday is the fans leaving early. I want to see y'all. I want to see the Colts fans walking out that stadium early, going to them steps. That's all I want to see. But nah, man, you know the deal, man. I want to see this as advertised as offense on Sunday. Well, my quarterback, CJ Stroud, does not get sacked once. But you can follow me at BoDiggity713 and all socials. That's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Shout out to the Fan Battle Podcast. We going up.
We're going up. Matt, talk to me.
Yeah, man, I got everything cooking on A1 Day 1 Texans. Find me there. And if you haven't noticed, we got some merch online. So go out there, support us, buy some merch, some good shirts, some custom tees. So support the Texans and the podcast by going and getting some merch.
All right, you can find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw everywhere. Sunday, I will be at Taqueria Ronda's with my boy Ultimate Fan watching the game. That's 231 FM 1960 West. So that's where we're gonna be at Sunday watching the game. Everybody know who the Ultimate Fan is. He got the Ultimate Warrior face mask. Y'all know who the hell he is. Steve. We're talking about my boy Steve. So we're gonna be there Sunday watching the game. I ain't buying y'all shit, but you can come. So other than that, be out, baby.
Yo, check it out, we reppin' for the Texas.